can turn on the recording for the rest of the guys to check the seminar later.
Okay.
So what we're doing now is we are trying to understand how does the image saving work and do the cameras provide proper resolution. The
Okay.
date it's this one, right? It's the ones that you have saved just recently.
Just recently, it's in this folder.
So you have not run it yet, right?
No, I didn't run this program yet. I just connected the cameras. I'll run it now.
Yeah, okay.
And it's going to be saved in this folder.
Okay.
It has 2 images, but that's not. I think I can delete it.
And I think the saving will start from number 0, so they will be not mistaken. Okay, let's try.
I think the camera is switched. Like this is.
That's never mind. For now, let's just save a stereo image and
Yeah. So one image is fine. Is one image fine?
Yeah, I think it's fine. So let's try. Let's check the resolution. The nice thing that we can see is the white balance parameters are very different in these 2 images. That's another interesting property. Interesting. So how is that possible? Can you show me the camera itself?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey.
So this camera is.
And it was marked on the box or on the camera itself that it's full HD, right?
Yes,
Just checking.
it's actually written here.
It's full HD, so, but it's somehow providing us with the smaller images.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so judging by the fact that the images are not rescaled in the code, seems like it's providing us the images of this resolution. We can double check that in just the Python code by printing the shape, but I think we will get the same result. Interesting. Well, it's good to know that at this point, because we can, otherwise we could debug it for a really long time. Ahmad, have you calibrated the camera? It has the same resolution, right? All the cameras are the same.
They do have the same resolution, right?
Okay.
But like I said, when calibrating it, when I'm trying to do the depth map, I couldn't understand the parameters.
Okay.
From the
Okay, so I have a couple of things to say. I think I'm going to I will need to open, just give me a minute. I'm going to open the lecture. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the screen. Do you see it?
Yes.
So what do we see here? I'm going to, oops. No, I'm not going to move anything that much. Okay, so here is the stereo setup that I was using. And the thing is that here the cameras are rigidly fixed. And during the calibration, we are supposed to have them this way. Because after the calibration procedure, we will obtain the mutual positions, the rotation and translation of one camera in the frame, in the reference frame of another camera. And basically, after that, we'll have to sustain this mutual positioning for the whole lifetime of the stereo system. And if we move the cameras even slightly, we will have to do the calibration from scratch. This setup, while it could seem to be not very much aesthetically pleasing, it's working. And the thing is that here we have some, what's that? Not plastic, but some kind of foam. So the cameras are fixed here with double-sided sticky tape, and they don't move. So as you can see here, while I'm taking the images, the positions of these cameras don't change. And let me move somewhere here. Yep. So from the bird view, what we are basically doing, we're trying to reproduce the idea that is used by our vision system, by our eyes. So we have a fixed distance between the eyes. We can see the disparity, that the positions of the objects are changing depending on the eye that we're using. And this whole thing works only if the distance between the eyes and mutual rotation and translation do not change. This is the thing that makes this whole mathematic work. And yeah, that's the idea. So we'll have to fix the cameras. I think that all of you will have to create your own versions of this apparatus, and then we will be happy with that. So I was using some various types of sticky tape and some things that were just lying around in the lab. And the reason that I was rotating the images 180 degrees is that these cameras are actually rotated. So this is the base here. And I had to avoid using that base so that I can fix my cameras rigidly. That's the idea. So is it clear what I'm saying or not really? Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. It's clear.
Okay, so Ahmad, how was your calibration process going? You were using fixed positioning or just two cameras?
So I put them side by side, facing the same direction. I made
Mhm.
sure the orientation is somewhat equal, and I placed the checkerboard on a flat surface and I tried to take pictures because when I tried to hold it with my hands and to make it as flat as possible, it was still giving me errors. Uh, and after doing that, I was successful. Like I found a good rectified image. It was almost very similar. And I think there was something about the score, like if it was 0.99, it is better than having it anything lower than that. So I got something very similar. But when it came to there was a window that came up with the controls, like the number of figures, stuff like that. I couldn't understand where to move on from that place.
Hmm. Okay.
Other than that, it was good. Mm.
Yeah. First of all, I have to acknowledge that was my fault, that I didn't mention that you will have to assemble the same setup. I just thought to myself that I don't even know what did I think to myself when I was just showing this thing, and I had no idea that.
So everything I was doing for stereo, I made sure to keep them at like the same distance side by side. So they were like in the same orientation all the time.
It's very difficult to position them in the real world so precisely. That's the problem. That's the reason that made me create this setup. So even an offset of a couple degrees will screw up the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's imagine that we are filming something that on the distance of say 1 meter from the camera, roughly approximating with a field of view of 100 degrees. With full HD, it's nearly maybe 1.5 millimeters per pixel. And an error of 1 degree will give you 10, 15 pixels off, maybe 10. So that's too much. We'll have to fix the cameras rigidly. And in the robots, they are placed on the same aluminum plate, just a piece of aluminum, thick, 4 millimeters. And in the robot, they don't really move. This whole setup made of things that were lying around in the lab, it's terrible, and it will not live through even one fall that the robots experience. But the robots are fine because the cameras are mounted on the aluminum. Okay, and Bushra, how is it going with stereo?
I was speaking on mute. This is what I got. I was working while Nasiba was asking her question. It's working right now, well, and I finished the calibration. And for my laptop, I can't right now input 2 cameras because it only has Type-C. So once I get another adapter, I will start with the next step.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Regarding the tuning parameters, we don't need that much of them because I think with the default values that are in the code right now, it's supposed to work. There are multiple parameters, like the main of them are the size of the patch that we're trying to match with patches on the other image, and the maximum disparity. So the maximum pixel distance between the positions. That's the main ones. And there are certain algorithms of post-processing, but it kind of works from the box. So we can apply them with default parameters, and it's fine like that. The cool thing that you can do is you can gather in the lab and try to make the same stereo setup. What do you think about that? I think it could be a lot of fun. Do you have time to do that? Maybe.
I think it's a good idea, but for me, I have a meeting at 6:10 maybe. So I would have to leave today, but maybe tomorrow at the same time of the robotics lab, maybe we can do this.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be cool. In my opinion, that's the best way to go, because really you can assemble your own stereo camera. It's a lot of fun. I was really happy when I assembled this thing, because I've never did it so consciously. I have really approached this problem for the first time long ago, like in my 9th grade. But at that time, that was a very naive solution that was working with the images downloaded from the internet only. There was no rectification, nothing. The second time I have approached it in the beginning of the master studies, I believe. I had a couple of really bad cameras, and I didn't align them anyhow. They were just lying on the table, I believe, or something like that. Or I tried to fix them somehow with a sticky tape. I don't remember precisely, but that didn't work. So
I'm curious, did you study this or like, did you do it out of curiosity?
I did it out of curiosity. No, it's better to say that I studied it out of curiosity. In the 9th grade, I was, it would be too much to say I was visiting the seminar, but I was 3-4 times maybe at a PhD seminar in Moscow State University. I was just, so I was attending some courses on mathematics, but at times I missed them in favor of that PhD seminar in computer vision. So I was just idealistically in love with the idea of computer vision. I was 15 years old at that time, and I just thought that computer vision is cool. And my teacher have showed us a couple of things, how to process images, just with very basic stuff like smoothing. You can just average the values of the pixels and the image will be blurred. That's the thing. So the professor there was showing some kind of disparity obtainment and all the things that are really related to stereo. And I didn't get it that good at that time, but I have reproduced some of the results in the easiest way possible. It was very slow, very inefficient, but still. And after that, I started doing some computer vision at my third year at university, I believe. Oh, no, on the second. Yeah, that was connected with the stereo again. So that was the second time. And then my bachelor thesis was pretty close. And after that, the robotics started. So it was a long path. And the last one was during the preparation for the course. Well, this one, when we, with Simon, were filming this course, I was just spending evenings trying to debug this whole thing and to get the parameters properly. So finally, when I have obtained the depth map, I was really happy. And when I have obtained the point cloud, that was just something, because in reality, it's quite complicated to get a depth map just out of thin air. You have two user-grade cameras for $15 each other, or for $15 each, and that doesn't sound like a proper stereo setup. And now you have something of the same kind, except for maybe the resolution. I'm not sure. Maybe you can try to somehow make it work on higher resolution. I don't know, but it would be much better with Full HD. Trust me. If it's, on the other hand, if it's marked on the device itself, it should support Full HD. And you know, modern cameras, they're usually at least Full HD. So I think there's something going on with that. Maybe you will have to change the driver. I'm not sure exactly. So try doing that. And I've very much recommend gathering in the same place and trying to assemble a stereo head. That would be awesome.
I think it's a good suggestion. Should try to do this. I think
yeah.
it's a good suggestion. We should try to do this.
Yeah, I agree. Nasiba, Ahmad, can you join the lab tomorrow to do that?
Yes, I can.
Tomorrow at the same time.
Okay, so you can figure it out in the chat.
Yes, of course.
And maybe someone else will join. I hope so, at least, because there are only 3 of you, the brave people who who still attend. Maybe someone else will. Okay, so are there any other questions regarding the stereo? Can you say just once again?
No question.
Okay. There's echo, maybe. Yeah, seems like. No. Okay. So the next thing is pattern recognition. Are there any questions on pattern recognition?
I'm still yet to start it after fixing the resolution template.
Okay. I'm thinking of starting the neural networks next week. What do you think
Okay.
about that?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's good.
So
Okay, with me.
the two options are to start the neural networks at 21st of November. There will be 5 weeks, so 21st, 28, 5, 12, 19. On the 19th of December, there will be the last seminar, the last session on that. I think we cannot go further because you will have some kind of holidays or something. When does the semester end?
The semester should end by the end of this month, I guess. And we will have the national holiday and the 2nd of December 3rd. And after that, we will have also because we have COP28 in the UAE. So students will not be, coming to the university. They will attend the COP28. And then we have final exams from some people will start in the week of 16th December, I think, or before, until the 22nd of December. Should be the last day.
The exams
After-
the exams are from
Yeah.
16th to 22nd, and
Yeah, I think so.
did I hear you correctly that the studies will end with the end of November?
Yeah, it should. I think it should because in the beginning of December we will start with the national holiday, and then we have the COP28. So I think there is no room for like any more classes. But yeah,
What's the COP28? What's that?
COP28 is a very big um, event, a world event. It's something similar to Expo, but this COP28 is only specialized in sustainability and going green and how to save the earth, how to go more sustainable and achieve all of this. It will be held in the Expo City in Dubai, inshallah. Yeah.
Got it. So it starts on the 28th.
I will check right now the dates. Yeah, it starts in November 30th and ends at 12th of December.
Got it. So we basically have 2 more sessions.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
So 21st and 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a surprise to me. I will have to reconsider the plans because we have planned 5 weeks of neural networks. And now I'm not sure that we have to do it this way.
Yeah. Even for us, it was surprising because we had to attend even on Sundays, which is supposed to be a weekend for us. So yeah, to compensate for these 2 weeks that we're not attending in the university.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the hypothesis or the idea that I have on my mind is that we can spend these 2 weeks with the rest of the stereo and pattern recognition, because really pattern recognition is a cool thing. So did you check the lectures yet or not yet?
I did not have the time personally. Just until I stopped with the camera calibration, and that's it for me.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. So I will just show you just briefly what's that about.
You can speak. Nasiba will tell you about her progress. Okay. Nasiba will tell you about her progress.
Can you repeat it once again?
I said Nasiba, she's going to tell you about her progress. She's by my side right now, so she will speak in my microphone.
Ah,
Okay. So I watched the lectures. I watched the lectures like until pattern recognition, but like I still haven't done it yet.
so there are any specific questions about the parts of the lecture?
No, so far no. I might have questions after I like start doing it on the camera.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, did I understand you correctly that you're in the process, right? So you will start reproducing the seminar after the lecture.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
You have watched the lecture, but you didn't watch the seminar, right?
He means the Zoom meetings, like the seminars that we're doing. Previous the meeting, yeah. You saw that, you were there. Yeah? Yes. She covered both.
Unfortunately, I can't hear you
Oh,
properly. Maybe that's something with the internet on my side or with the microphone on your side. I'm not sure.
Maybe from your side because we have another computer here and it's working well.
Okay, so can you try to repeat just once again?
Okay, for Siba, she finished the seminars and where did you stop? Seminar 6, the pattern recognition.
Yeah, seminar 6. Okay.
Yeah, he heard you.
So are there any questions regarding that? I mean the contents, or it's fine?
It's okay.
So for 3 of you, Nasiba has watched the lecture and the seminar, and Ahmad and Bushra didn't yet, right?
Yes, I guess so.
Yes.
Okay, so just for the short introduction, what is this thing all about? We are talking about certain ways to excuse me, it's the lecture. Just a sec. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm gonna have to leave the meeting. I have another one in like 5 minutes ago, basically.
Okay.
So I'm really sorry.
Yeah. What we're doing here is we are trying to recognize this really noisy line. That's the point.
I have tried to run it. It's using our transform, right?
This one right now is mean squared error or least squared error.
Okay, so it's not.
It's not a half transform. It's a different thing. But we apply the half transform as well. Yeah, and now it's lagging because there are certain flows, internal flows to this algorithm. So if you have to leave, there's no problem in that. See
Tomorrow, you
Huh?
yeah, you said you wanted us to come tomorrow to work on the stereo vision again.
Once again. Can you repeat? So
Yeah,
what
can you
I
hear me now?
yes. What I
Yeah,
propose,
can you?
I propose you to gather together and try to assemble the stereo camera. That's the idea. So it would be nice for you to spend some time in the lab because you will soon become a team in robotics, and you will have to do a lot of stuff like that, experimental with sticky tape, that kind of thing. Well, not that much, but it could still make sense to try it out. That's what I want to say.
Of course, we can. I think we can try that tomorrow. If, whoever is here, we will try that. We will send you the results if we reach any.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
sure.
try to see you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry again for having to leave, but yeah, it was nice meeting you again. See you. See you
Yeah. Have a
next
nice
week.
evening. Bye-bye.
You, but
I'm sorry, but I have to leave to the same meeting too at the same time. But I
Okay.
will watch the rest of the seminar, inshallah, and thank you for your time.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um, so do we have any things to discuss? Maybe I can help somehow.
المحاضرة اللي هو المفروض ألفت المعلومين.
Oh, wait. I didn't hear you properly. There's some kind of echo.
Sorry, yeah. So far, the only problem is with the resolution.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll have to check that, and tomorrow I'll come to the lab, and with whoever is there, I will work on making the stereo camera.
Great. Okay. So
Yeah.
I hope that it will work out.
Yeah.
And about the monocular vision, it's all good, right? You're done with that
Yeah, the
completely.
monocular vision is good.
Awesome. So now you pretty much understand how all the robots except for your future robots will work. And tomorrow you will understand how your future robots are going to work, because all the robots except for your robots and our StarKit robots, they're all monocular. And tomorrow it will be done for all of them, really.
Yeah,
So
yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. So
So the problem with the resolution, is it like hard to fix it, or?
I didn't encounter that really. So I have no idea how is it possible that the Full HD camera is giving
Maybe it's false
smaller
advertisement.
images. But how come? I mean, this resolution 640 by 480, it's really like from 15 years ago. It's harder to find such a camera than a Full HD camera. And the price range is kind of fine for a Full HD camera. They are even, as far as I get it, they're slightly more expensive than my two cameras. So it's really supposed to be Full HD, but maybe it's indeed some kind of false advertisement. I don't know. So I've never seen that. And you can try to open this camera with your default photo booth, or what's the name for the app that opens the camera, the web camera. So if it will
Okay.
be 400, if it will be low res, the problem is not with Python anyway. And in such a case, I think we'll have to file a complaint about this, because there are like, what, 10
Yeah.
cameras, and all of them are,
Yeah, that's true.
and these 10 cameras combined, they have the proper resolution, I believe, because 600, it's like 3 times slower, and in another dimension, it's 2 times. Okay, so yeah, 6 cameras of low res have the same number of pixels than that's one full HD camera. But well, in the worst case scenario, it's fine to use at least mono. I'm not
Okay.
sure if it's possible to use low res for stereo. Let me check just a second. Did I scale the images down, or I did not? I think I did at some point. Let me check just a second. Boom, boom, boom. I was using a resize factor of 2. So in reality, the size of the images that I was using for the disparity map obtainment is 960 by 540, which is bigger than the cameras that you have, but not like dramatically. And another thing that I'm curious about is the field of view. Can you just show one single image, or you can send it to me in WhatsApp?
An image, like say the one that I took right now.
Just some image that was taken with one of those cameras.
Okay. So this one, I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Okay, and we can run kind of an experiment. So let's try to compare the expected horizontal field of view with the real field of view. You can do it now if it's fine, or you can do it later. So it's just a matter of an experiment. How do I propose to do that? I can demonstrate it with my web camera. So we can start approaching the visible cone like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and the same for the other side, and it will give you the very imprecise and very approximate angle. So for my web camera, it's nearly 90, and for those cameras, it was supposed to be like 100 or something. Another way to do it is to place the camera horizontally on the table near a sheet of paper and just draw the lines with a pen or with the marker near the border between visible and invisible part. So that will give you the field of view. I'm thinking about
Okay.
measuring the parameters of the camera somehow. If the resolution is wrong, maybe the field of view is wrong as well. I don't know. So we'll have to be careful even about the hardware properties from the box.
Yeah.
real robotics seems to be already started with this.
So if I place this. So if I place it on the paper and run the code, I should be able to draw a line so that like along its where the field of view starts and ends.
Yeah, so but basically a line that will separate the visible part from an invisible part. These will be the borders of the frame, but marked in the real world. You will get some kind of a
Okay.
cone. That's it.
Oops, wrong camera.
Yeah. I think I have to. Yeah, I see the socket. So I have to move slightly because there's no socket where I'm sitting, and my laptop has 4%.
Oh,
I will be sitting on the floor near the socket. Okay. Yeah. And you can maybe you can. So, yes, it's fine. So
so something like this.
yeah. So you can just move the pencil away, marking the border. And that will give you the approximate angle. It's like trying to solve an inverse kinematics problem by a sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Yeah.
other side is off. Because the paper moved a little bit.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I have to somehow measure this angle.
Yeah, and can you show me the drawing?
Okay. I kind of see it. I barely see the right side. Oh, it's along here.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so with another sheet of paper, you can compare this to 90 degrees. And and that will give us an approximation.
Okay.
So does it exceed 90? It does, right?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay. It's better. It's bigger than 90. Okay. At least the field of view is correct.
It's actually smaller than the 90.
It's smaller than 90.
Yeah.
There is a dirty trick of giving the value of a diagonal field of view. So like, do you see me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do the same. Well, it's so counterintuitive to move. Okay, so this is the diagonal field of view. It's obviously much greater than the vertical and even the horizontal. So some of the manufacturers of the cameras, they do write on only a single value, and it could be crazy, like I don't know, 130, and then you buy the camera and it's just regular camera. Well, maybe not 130, but the cameras, if they are marked this way, they could subvert the expectations in an unpleasant way. So yeah, we have a camera which is not like bad, but we'll have to figure out the thing about the resolution. And regarding the image, it's providing pretty good quality, I should say. Yeah, so I see the details, it's fine. There's no real noise or granularity, but the resolution, that was a surprise.
Yeah, the resolution there. So the others also face, like, have the same resolution issue.
As far as I understood, Ahmad has the same resolution, yeah.
Okay.
But you can communicate with the rest of the students, and well, you can check if some of them manage to get bigger frames out of these cameras, which is really unlikely because they're all the same, but you know, just to check the hypothesis.
Yeah, I will check with them. I think so far, that's it. I'll have to.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
thank you very much for joining the seminar.
Thank you for helping me out. Thank you.
Bye bye, see you next week, and don't hesitate to write in WhatsApp if anything with successes and problems. I'm always there.
Surely, thanks a lot. I really
Yeah.
appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Have a
Okay,
nice
bye-bye. See you
evening.
next week.
Bye
You
bye.
too. Bye.
Thank you.